Hey everybody, Bormac here for Geneforge 3! Interesting. So, how am I gonna make this guy? Definitely gonna be a shaper this time. We've done Guardian and Agent, definitely shaper now. Oh, goodness. The big fancy intro comes after character creation, which is interesting, kind of the reverse of how most games do it nowadays. I haven't got the story bridge done yet. The artist I use for that, used last time anyway, has been kind of flaky, so no luck with that yet, but we'll see where that goes. For now, I think I would like to get this fuzz out of here. Cat, you better stop shedding or it will be the end of you. Definitely need leadership. I guess that works. What about the name? Bormac was a guardian, and then we had Juniper. What's this guy's name going to be? I like the look of the shapers now in their cloak with the fancy design down the center that kind of spreads out. What is his name going to be? Ooh, loud. That is very loud in my ears. Maybe my headphones are up really high. A little high. Phineas. Is that how you spell that? No, I guess it could be local shaper dialect. Phineas. Let me just look this up really quick. Phineas. F-I-N-N-I-A-S. Phineas boy name. Okay. Sure we go. There we go then. Phineas, the male shaper that is blue. Because shapers come in every color of the rainbow. Let's go with dark blue. And that is a crazy looking fish. The shapers are the oldest, most respected, most secretive, and most powerful of the magical sects. The shapers have the power to magically create life. The shapers can make new life forms from nothing but raw materials and pure magic. They can mold this life to serve their purpose, be it light housework or major warfare. Outsiders regard the shapers with awe and terror. The shapers use their powers to help those loyal to them and to destroy those who break their laws. Shaper power is absolute, and they have pterodons. Pterodactyls. That is why you are honored to be in your current position. You are a shaper apprentice. You are actually enrolled in one of their schools, being taught how to create other beings, which will serve you absolutely. Shaper training is very long and difficult, especially for an apprentice like you. You have been told that you show exceptional skill and promise for one of your age, but that does not reduce the abuse in any way. You were enrolled at the Greenwood Academy, possibly the most remote of the Shaper schools. It is on Greenwood Isle, one of the smallest of the Ashen Isles. The Ashen Isles are a distant province of Terrestria, which is the wilder, less settled of the two continents ruled by the Shapers. And your room is deep in the basement. Altogether, you could not be further from the centers of culture and power. So you study night after night in your damp underground room, trying to memorize and master the recipes, spells, and techniques that make up your craft. It is years of painstaking and dangerous work. But you do not lose hope. Then, early one morning, as you try to rouse yourself from your bed, still sore from a beating the night before for forgetting a step of a recipe. Dangerous stuff. I can understand why the training is so severe. Something happens. There's a massive explosion. The walls and floors shake. You are thrown out of bed. Dust and bits of rock shower from the ceiling. In the distance, you hear sections of the ceiling cave in. Then it is silent. Whatever is happening above, the noises are blocked by tons of rock around you. You sit stunned, wondering if the school was attacked. That's impossible. Nobody would dare attack a colony of Shapers. Though there are Shapers, agents, and guardians, most of the time they are collectively referred to as Shapers. You hurriedly pull on your clothes and shoes. The passages down here might be unstable. It would be wise to find a way to the surface and see what is happening. Village, 45th generation, 12th design. Base material, unknown legacy. Woo. And here we are. Yep, tutorial zone. We know how this goes, right? This is a small, damp dormitory where first-year apprentices would normally be sleeping. The room is unoccupied. You are the only apprentice in the school right now. All the others are advanced students. The ground shakes slightly under your feet. The floor is cracked and covered with bits of stone that fell from the ceiling. In the distance, you think you can hear the sound of shouts and explosions. You should prepare to defend yourself. There is a dagger on the table. You should equip it, pick up an item, and bring up the inventory window, press the Get Items button. Gee. Thank you. Yes, I know. The dagger in your hand makes you feel much better. It's a puny weapon, and whatever's assaulting the school is large and nasty. However, it's far more reassuring than bare hands. Now, you should probably wear some armor. You can recall there's a suit of chitin armor in the cabinet near the door. Chitin's armor is flimsy stuff made from the carapace of a creature created for this purpose by the Shapers. It's cheaper than leather or metal, but not as protective. Reading all this with my throat tore up the way it is not fun. I don't know what that is. It looks like a bottle on a bucket. Is that a mug? Can I pick that up? I guess it is a bottle on a bucket. Or, huh. Ceiling collapsed. Can't go that way. Wonder what's happening. Step out into the hallway and look around. To the west, you can see that one of the corridors has collapsed. Unfortunately, it was the corridor leading to the stairway out of here. You might be in a bad situation. Sounds of combat in the distance are starting to fade. Hopefully the defenders of the school have defeated whatever was foolish enough to attack you. Then you will only have to worry about finding a way to get out of here alive. There's a dead something. Storeroom to the door to the north. Maybe with luck you can find a safe route out of this basement through there, or at least some supplies you can use to defend yourself. I'm wearing pants. Nope, not going that way. But I do get this robe. And I can drop this and take that. Some coins. Dog, you're not helping the atmosphere here. Tab key, labels identifying each character and button. Thanks. This is another apprentice barracks. Fortunately, it's empty. The next group of Shaper initiates hasn't arrived yet. You can remember many long nights in these small, uncomfortable beds before you were elevated to novice and given your own room. One of your fellow students, Sienna, was living in a private room to the east of the dormitory. The door is closed. Knowing Sienna, it's probably locked tight. Fortunately, there's a living tool on the nearby table. Living tools are small tentacled creatures which are made by the Shapers. Their tiny tentacles can be directed by a skilled Shaper to infiltrate locks and pick them. You should see if Shanna is in her bedroom. Get the living tool first. If your mechanic skill isn't high enough, you will need it to unlock the door. I'm gonna get the living tool anyway, but I should be able to. Yep, 74 for picking that log. Shanna's here, or she was. Part of her ceiling caved in. A large chunk of masonry hit her head. She's dead. You were never close to Sienna, but you respected her. She, like you, had endured many years of trials and tests to be allowed to learn the secrets of Shapers. Whoever attacked the school must be destroyed. An outrage like this against the Shapers cannot go unanswered. Sucks. Dog, you better chill out. Okay, we're about to get jumped. Well, I guess I should try this door first, if the fighting is that way. Okay. I guess I should try this door first. I'm sure there are many adventures waiting for me beyond it. The other routes out of the school's basement are blocked. To get out, you will have to go through the shaping caves. You were hoping to avoid that. There are 3 sects of Shapers: agents, guardians, and the Shapers themselves. They all share the power to create and mold new life forms to serve them. The caves ahead are where the shaping in this school took place. The teachers and you students made new creatures. Some were docile and useful, and some were monsters. Eventually the monsters and maddened creations were disposed of. Unfortunately, the screeching sounds ahead make you suspect that some of these hostile creations have gotten loose. Nope. Not using, I think the only thing I start with is Fiora. Not using Fiora. I will cast spells though. Oh, the tutorial books. Thanks. Hey, it's a rat. Doesn't respond. It's a friendly rat, but not as friendly as squeakers. But at least it doesn't have maddened bloodlust. Emergency water stores keep creations out of the water. I thought about it. Two alcoves back here. One contains an essence pool and the other contains a healing pool. You stand by an essence pool to restore your essence. The energy you use to cast spells and make creations. If you stand by a healing pool, it will heal you. You can always heal damage and regain your essence by returning to a friendly town. That seems valuable. How much can I carry? 66 pounds. Not a lot. I wonder what's running loose in here. Hello? What in the... A rogue worm? I have not seen one of those before. Okay, we're getting new sorts of critters. That's neat. I approve. I stab at thee! Just paper. Okay. Oof. Rude. Ow. Still rude. Please stop. That hurts. replaces the healing pot I used. Oops, didn't mean to pass. I was just concentrating. Just concentrating, that was it. No wonder the door of this room is locked. This chamber contains a spellbook. Shapers didn't write a lot of spellbooks, but they are very nervous about outsiders finding their secrets. Using your mental training, you read the book very quickly, absorbing the instructions within. You learn a new spell, or blessing. Casting it blesses you and all your nearby allies. The lucky recipients will hit more often and do more damage for a short time. Woohoo! War blessing! Good thing to find so early. Honestly. Kinda surprised. Hey, level up. Points. Let's just sit on them for the moment. Hi. The shaping. What the? Thuris. Find, much to your relief, that you are not the only survivor of the attack. One of your fellow novices, Thuris, runs up to you. She looks terrified, but she is uninjured. Thank goodness, she says. Someone else. Maybe together we can fight our way out. I can't do it alone. Some people in the game will talk to you. Also, you can start a conversation by clicking on a friendly person. You can choose to say one of the things below by clicking on it or typing the number next to it. What's going on? Who attacked us? I have no idea. I was working in the shaping caves when the attack happened. I've been hiding in here since then, trying to stay away from the worms. We need to get upstairs as soon as we can to find out what happened. How do we get out of here? Well, on the good side, there's a clear path to the exit to the west. The bad side, it's full of rogues. Too many to handle. Too many for... how do you think we should get out of here? And we'll chop them into goo. Alright. You just stick with me, Thuris. You are a little more tanky than me. And it's just worms, after all. What could go wrong? Chambers of servile barracks. Their sleeping pads are scattered about, but the simple creatures are nowhere to be seen. They must have fled at first sign of trouble. Servals are one of the most important of the Shaper creations. They are simple humanoids, obedient and unintelligent. They are used by the Shapers for farming, cleaning, and other grunt work. Every once in a while, you have heard rumors of different sorts of Servals, rogue Servals, who are smart and disobedient, and even rebellious. We've always dismissed those rumors as nonsense. All the Shapers' creations are made to happily serve the Shapers. How could it be otherwise? I don't know. Doesn't make sense. Ow. Ow. Good job. Someone left some javelins on the sleeping pad here. Flung javelins, etc., etc.